Welcome back to our series where we are proving that God is real by giving you some amazing facts of God's creation.
All right, so we're going to talk about the loggerhead turtle in specific.
Now, is it a sea turtle?
What?
A sea turtle?
It's a sea turtle,
Okay.
and there's only seven kinds of sea turtles, but we're going to talk about the loggerhead.
Okay. I am interested.
I know, it's kind of fun. He's a pretty little turtle. Anyways, so, me and
Women, pretty. Okay. Got it.
So this turtle hatches in Japan.
Okay.
And it will swim as a little baby turtle all the way to like California.
Wow.
Which is about 6,500 miles. Now, the interesting thing about this loggerhead turtle is it's the longest traveling marine animal out of all the marine animals.
Okay.
They travel the most.
So it's the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will travel up to 1,000,000 miles in their lifetime.
Right. But I'm kind of thinking, okay, big deal. I mean, there's a lot of animals like the hummingbird that travels a great distance too. It's like, what then, Kim, is kind of so special about this pretty loggerhead turtle?
What's cool about this turtle is that scientists have found that they have a GPS system.
A GPS?
Yeah. So what happens is they use the magnetic field of the Earth to travel. And they know their latitude pretty easily because the north and south latitude it's a strong magnetic field. So it's pretty easy for them to feel.
Okay.
But the longitude going with the equator is more of an angled magnetism, and it's not as strong. So the GPS system helps them with their longitude.
Okay.
Because then they can figure out where they're going with their GPS system.
Wow.
As far as latitude and longitude, and get them to their place so they don't end up in
Siberia. It's like they pop their head out and go, what the heck? Why is this in Japan? I can't feed. There's no food.
Yeah.
Gotta go back.
That's a good point, though. That's why they do hatch in Japan, but they have to go to California because they have to feed in California. So this GPS system is obviously very important.
I think we look at a lot of nature all around us and we go, yeah, it's really cool. But I think when you really dive into how, like you're saying, perfect and how intricate that God has everything planned. Yeah. And we don't realize that everything is functioning perfectly. And it's not just haphazard. It's not, evolution. If you guys want to go back and check out more videos in this series, go ahead and click the link right above and check out some just really cool facts.
Don't miss out. They're pretty cool.
Out. Okay, well, that impressed me. Do you have another one?
This next one's really going to impress you.
I like this topic anyways. I'm fascinated by the sun and the earth.
It's kind of why I did it. Anyways.
You did it for me?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're so nice.
Okay. Did you see that?
No. Oh.
I was brown nosing.
Oh, she's brown nosing. Okay.
This is interesting because this is about the Earth's atmosphere.
Cool.
Now, of course, we all know. Well, I didn't know that we were tilted at a certain degree in the Earth. But I knew we were at a tilted, but we're like 23 and a half degrees tilt. So that we're just perfect, right? And we know that if we were closer to the sun, we'd burn up. If we were just an inch further away, we'd freeze. I mean, we're not talking miles and miles and miles away. We're talking intricate, small, minute amount.
Sits perfectly among this angry cosmos with comets and sun radiation and all this stuff bombarding
Space
Earth.
Trash.
Right. I mean, and everything spins perfectly. And it's like, the gravitation to the sun keeps the planets, around the sun. And you would think, oh, if we move just 1 inch closer, we're going to burn up.
Yeah.
We're done. Life is over.
It's over.
Or if we move away, you're frozen popsicle. Yeah. It's over. Ice Age 2025, right? That's what just blows my mind.
I know. Okay.
Okay, sorry. This is why I love
Today
that.
we're going to talk about the atmosphere.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So around this cute little globe that's flying around, we have our atmosphere. Everybody knows that.
Right.
Well, hey, this is my story.
Okay, this is her story. Let her go. Everything has to be cute and pretty.
So this atmosphere, of course, keeps us insulated from the cold.
Right, I knew that.
Keeps the ultraviolet light out of us, so that we're protected. But what's interesting that I found was that if you're on the moon, and it's daytime, it's pitch black. That's true. Because there's not an atmosphere around the moon, but God put an atmosphere around the earth, not only to protect it, but because the sun would hit the air molecules on the atmosphere and disperse the light over the earth. Okay.
And if we didn't have the atmosphere and God didn't place the atmosphere for us to disperse the light, we'd be living in darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get on to the last one, number 3, as we're doing these videos, we have a lot of people that argue or believe in evolution. My big problem with evolution is that how come, it's almost like we had this explosion of evolution from a man to a monkey, from an amoeba to a monkey to man, but then, whenever that happened, but they can go back to 3100 BC with the dynastic years of the Egyptians and, say, okay, these are bones, blah, blah, blah. They're in human shape. They're just a human. They're just a human. So 3100 BC. And actually what's interesting, they found cancer, gross on the bone. So cancer was around at 3100 BC. So fast forward to Jesus at 0 and then 2,000 years later. So 5,000 years. Why aren't we evolving? So we had this huge explosion. Why isn't man more evolved or getting better? Or like if there was cancer 5,000 years ago, how come we haven't evolved into our bodies being more efficient at fighting cancer?
Yeah.
And I've had some guys say some stuff, but to me, it's just, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, chatter. Tell me a good answer. How come?
Yeah. Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
We all know the body is amazing. We could go on the body for hours because there's just so many little things in there that we already know. But there's this we kind of don't really talk about much. You hear about it sometimes, but there's parts of our body that a lot of people feel like, why do we even have it?
Yeah.
It serves no purpose. And this was the case before the 1800s.
Okay.
They would take out the thyroid gland because they thought, we don't need it, it's not a big deal, right?
Right.
So in 1870, a doctor found that the thyroid gland was, if you took it out, was actually making people go crazy. And he found this out because he accidentally, or purposely, I don't know, left pieces of the thyroid gland in some of the people, and they didn't go mad. They didn't go crazy.
So you need it.
So it's like, well, they found that the thyroid gland helps distribute your hormones.
Okay.
So it helps the body with blood pressure and heart and your thermal and everything. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't have that, you'd have anxiety and you'd have high blood pressure and you'd have heart.
You'd be all messed up.
Well, some people have a bad thyroid.
Yeah, they do.
Know my mom does, and so you have to take medication for it. But anyways, it just shows that everything has its purpose.
Right, and perfectly placed and does a perfect job and has a perfect purpose. Reason for what it's doing.
Or God wouldn't have done it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
What a good guy.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God, for my thyroid.
Yeah.
So subscribe. We are doing one of these every week with some amazing facts. Subscribe to our channel and learn some more amazing facts with other really cool facts about God.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to look at.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Close her up, Kim.
Okay. Well, I think that was a pretty good close.
Well,
we hope
thank
you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Jim, for closing us up, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.